Hello and welcome to another edition of One to Win. It's day 5 for a champion. He's aiming for his £1,000 today. I wonder if he's going to do it. Well, let's find out. We'll meet him and 3 new players. And we start with our champion, who of course is Harry Norton. He's a retired engineer from Basildon in Essex. Welcome again to you, Harry. A couple of programmes ago you were talking about the sort of adult education you do, a different subject a year. But I gather you're really a history man. That's your favourite subject, isn't it?
It is, especially 20th century history and especially all of British history, really, yes.
Have you always been interested in history?
Yes, since I can remember, yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's good. Right, OK. Well, bring up some history questions, perhaps, or perhaps not. We'll see.
We'll see.
Good luck in One to Win, Harry, again. And we'll see who the other contestants are. First of all, contestant number 2 is Lesley Davenport. She's a secretary from Hankelow in Cheshire. Hankelow, is that right?
Yes, it's a very small village, but I wanted to put it on the map.
Oh, well, where is it near?
It's about 5 miles from Nantwich, a historic market town, and about 10 miles from Crewe.
Very good. You're now head of the Hankelow Tourist Board. What do you do when you're not being a secretary?
Well, I've got 2 small children, David and Erin, 5 and 7, and I do a lot with them. We're all in the pantomime, the village pantomime this year.
Oh, right. What are you playing?
I'm Glinda the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz, and the children are Munchkins.
Of course they are. Good luck to you, Lesley.
Thank you.
And next up is Ian Verroken. He's a management consultant from South Woodford in London. You're a rugger man, I think.
Yes, afraid so, yes. As you can see from the scars and the broken fingers and things.
That bad, her, but amateur, not a professional.
Oh, amateur, yes.
Yeah.
How long? Union as well.
Right. How long have you been, since school or before?
Well, at school, since school, veterans, anytime I can get a game.
Right. OK, well, we don't do that sort of thing here. We use our intellect here. It's good luck, Ian. And last but not least, as usual, Richard Newby. He's a general manager for a plastics company from Scunthorpe. What do you do, Richard, when you're not general managing?
I have 2 children and a wife at home, and the children keep us both busy and do a bit of DIY and a little bit of computing.
Right. How old are the children?
Simon is 10 and Anna is 6.
Very nice. They'll be watching?
I hope so.
Jolly good. OK, well, they'll see if you win or not. We'll find out over the next 25 minutes or so. So good luck to you all. We know who you are. We know why we're here. Let's play One to Win. And there's no way of getting away from it. We have to play Beat the Buzzer in order to whittle away one of our contestants. The aim in this round is to score 9 points, and the first 3 of our contestants to score 9 points will go through to the next round. And at that point, that's when one of you has to fall out. And we'll find out who it will be shortly. Each question in this round is worth 1, 2, or 3 points, depending on its difficulty. We've got some general knowledge questions worth 1 point as well, every now and again. And if you think you know the answer to a question and buzz in early, which you're quite entitled to do, but you get the answer wrong, you'll be locked out until the end of that particular question. So, good luck to you all. Hands on buzzers, here we go with the first question. It's general knowledge, and it's worth 1 point. According to the nursery rhyme, who cut off the tails of the 3 blind mice? Lesley?
The Old Woman.
No, that's incorrect. Anybody else? Harry?
Farmer's Wife.
The Farmer's Wife, yes. And there's you, a mother of children, Lesley.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The shame of it. Right. Harry, that's 1 point to you. Television, 1, 2, or 3 point question?
2, please.
A 2 point question on television. Which Friday night programme from the early 90s included Terry Christian and Amanda de Cadenet? Lesley?
The Tube.
No, that's incorrect. I can finish the question. Ian?
The Word.
The Word is right, yes, amongst the presenters. So that's 2 to you. So classical music, 1, 2, or 3?
1, please.
1 on classical music. What nationality was composer Maurice Ravel? Lesley?
French.
French, you got 1 right. That's 1 point to you. OK, sport.
2, please.
2 on sport. At which New York venue has tennis's US Open been held since, Richard?
Flushing Meadow.
Flushing Meadow, yes, since 1978. That's 2 points to you. World history. 1, 2, or 3?
2, please.
2 on world history. Ireland in 1949, South Africa in 1961. Harry?
They left the Commonwealth.
That is correct, yes. Pakistan in 71 and Fiji in 1987 all withdrew from the Commonwealth. You're up to 3 now, Harry. Pop music, 1, 2, or 3?
2, please.
2 on pop music. Keep Feeling Fascination and Mirror Man were both 80s hits for which, Ian?
Human League.
The Human League, that was the band, and that gives you another 2 points, which takes you to 4. Transport.
2, please.
2. Which motorway runs from Eastleigh in Hampshire to London? Ian?
M3.
The M3 is correct. Yes, you go up to 6. And it's business and industry.
2, please.
2 on business and industry. In the food and drink industry, what do the letters UHT stand for, Lesley?
Ultra heat treatment.
Yes, I'll accept that. I'm allowed to accept it. Ultra heat treated. But that's fine. That's 2 to you. Takes you to 3. Novels, 1, 2 or 3?
2, please.
2 on novels. Celia and Dorothea Brooke are the 2 sisters in which novel by George Eliot? Harry?
Middlemarch.
Middlemarch, yes, that's right. That's 5 to you. And it's insects, Harry.
2, please.
2 on insects. Usually seen near fresh water, which large insects are popularly, Lesley?
Dragonfly.
Yeah, well done. Yes, popularly known as devil's darning needles. I've not heard of that. They're also known as damselflies. You go up to 5. So films, 1, 2 or 3?
Just 1, please.
1 on films. Which animated Disney film, based on a story by Hans Christian Andersen, featured the... Richard?
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid is correct. The song Under the Sea. Well done. So that takes you to 3. And it's religion, 1, 2 or 3?
2, please.
2 on religion. In which denomination of the Christian Church do the holders of certain offices have the title Monsignor? Harry?
Roman Catholic.
Yes, that's right. Catholicism, you go up to 7. And the category that comes up next is cities.
2, please.
2 on cities. In which European city is it possible to study at what is popularly called the Sorbonne? Harry?
Paris.
Paris, yes. Indeed, you're through to the next round. Well done. So at this point, we'll recap the scores. Having got rid of the champion for the time being, we see that Lesley has 5, Ian has 6, and Richard has 3. So we have a general knowledge question again, worth 1 point. To copy work by someone else and then claim it as one's... Richard?
Plagiarism.
That's absolutely right. Plagiarism. It's called what? That takes you to 4. Food and drink.
2, please.
2 on food and drink. Created for a Russian count, which dish consists of beef strips, onions and mushrooms? Richard?
Beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff is right, in sour cream. You go up to 6. Waters of the world now.
3.
3 on waters of the world, right. Name any of the 3 countries which, along with Chad, border Lake Chad in Africa. Richard?
Niger.
Yes, I'll accept that. I could have accepted Cameroon, Nigeria. You're through to the next round. Well done. So, 2 contestants left. They are Lesley, who has 5, and Ian, who has 6. Only one of you can go through to the next round. General knowledge worth 1 point. What type of animal is a Lipizzaner? Lesley?
A horse.
It is a horse, yes. So it's 6 all now. Lesley, science, 1, 2 or 3?
1, please.
1 on science. On which part of the body does plaque form, Lesley?
Teeth.
The teeth, yes, good. You're up to 7. Now it's money.
2, please.
2 on money. What is the national currency of Luxembourg? Lesley?
Dollar.
No, that's incorrect. Ian?
Frank.
The franc is right. That's 2 to you. You go to 8. So Lesley's on 7, Ian's on 8. Ian, ancient history.
1, please.
1 on ancient history. In which ancient civilization did the cult of the goddess Isis first begin? Ian?
Egyptian.
Egyptian's right. You're through to the next round. Well done. Oh, bad luck, Lesley. The farmer's wife. Hickory dickory dock and all that nonsense. If you got that right, you wouldn't be where you are
That's
now.
right. Never mind.
Never mind. Taking away a document bag. Well, your kids will like that.
That's lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much indeed for
Thank
taking
you.
part. Now it's time for In the Spotlight. And in the Spotlight round, it's competing against the clock rather than against buzzers. We give the buzzers a bit of a rest, save the contestants bashing them away like mad. But the In the Spotlight round is not an easy round, as our champion, Harry, will be able to tell us as he takes his place now in the Spotlight. It's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it, Harry, doing it all on your own like that?
It is a bit.
It is a
yes.
bit, but you know how to do it. The aim is to try and set up 4 correct answers in a row within 40 seconds. If you do it within the time, it's fine. You can go back to your podium. But if you get an answer wrong, the scores go back to 0 and you have to start trying to build up again towards 4. And we credit you at the end of the 40 seconds with the highest number. You did manage to get in a row. And as always, first in gets first choice of 4 categories. Let's see what they are today. The 1950s, the Bible, pop music, and winners.
Try the Bible, please.
Try the Bible, right. So, 40 seconds to try and set up 4 correct answers in a row on the Bible. And the time starts now. Which day in the Christian calendar commemorates the crucifixion of Christ?
Good Friday.
That's correct. John baptized his cousin Jesus in the waters of which river?
Jordan.
That's correct. According to the Old Testament, whom did God order to sacrifice his son Isaac?
Abraham.
That's correct. Who anointed the shepherd boy David as king of the Israelites?
Eli.
No, Samuel. From which garden were Adam and Eve banished by God?
Eden.
That's correct. What was the occupation of Christ's apostle Matthew?
Tax collector.
That's correct. What is the second book of the Old Testament?
Exodus.
That's correct. Which marine mammal is popularly associated... Oh, time is up. You said
Whale.
3 in a row. Well done. Yes, a whale. But you don't get an extra point for that, Harry. But never mind, you did manage to set up 3 in a row. Well done. Richard, your turn, please, in the spotlight. Same rules apply to you, Richard. You have to try and set up 4 correct answers in a row within 40 seconds. You have 3 categories to choose from. They are the 1950s, pop music, and winners.
I'll take winners, please.
Winners, right. So 40 seconds to try and set up 4 correct answers in a row on winners, and the time starts now. Which jockey had his 9th and last Derby victory on Tinoso?
Lester Piggott.
That's correct. Which EastEnders star won the 2000 National Television Award for Most Popular Actor?
Pass.
Martin Kemp. Which film based on a novel by Jane Austen won the 1995 BAFTA for Best Film?
Emma.
No, Sense and Sensibility. Who won the Booker Prize for her work The Ghost Road?
Don't know.
Pat Barker. Which country has won the Eurovision Song Contest the most number of times?
France.
No, Ireland. Who refused to accept his Oscar for his role in The Godfather?
No. Marlon
Brando. On which Channel 5 programme... Oh, time is up, and you managed to set up all of 1 in a row. Thank you. Oh dear. Winners, eh?
Yes.
Right. Ian, your turn in the spotlight, please. So, Ian, if you get 2 or more, you're guaranteed a place with Harry in the final. You've only got 2 categories to choose from. They're the 1950s and pop music.
I'll try pop music, thank you.
Pop music for you, right. So, 40 seconds on pop music, and the time starts now. The singers Tammy Wynette and Ken Rogers are primarily associated with which type of music?
Country and Western.
That's correct. Which musical instrument does Phil Collins play when he performed with Genesis?
Drums.
That's correct. Search for the Hero was a hit for which Manchester band?
Pass.
People. Who was the vocalist and bass player with Level 42?
No.
Mark King. Which large piece of farming equipment was the title of a Wurzel's hit?
Combine Harvester.
That's correct. Which Commonwealth country produced the pop stars Paul Anka and Bryan Adams?
Canada.
That's correct. Which vocalist's song, Music to Watch Girls By, re-entered the charts in 1999?
I don't know.
Andy Williams. Which number was a chart topper for Paul Hardcastle in 1985?
19.
That's correct, and you have set up 2 in a row. Thank you, Ian. So we'll look again at the scores and see that Harry has 3, Richard has 1, and Ian has 2. So Richard hasn't won. In fact, we have to say goodbye to you, I'm afraid, Richard. But you have a 1-to-win document bag.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for taking part.
Thank you very much.
So, today's head-to-head final is going to be between our champion, Harry Norton, who's going great guns at the moment. He's a retired engineer from Basildon in Essex, and a new challenger, Ian Verroken. He's a management consultant from South Woodford in London. Join us after the break to find out who's going to be today's one to win. Yes, you're right. This is the second half of One to Win, and it's the head-to-head final bit of it, where we have two people competing against each other to see who's going to win £200. Well, one of them is our champion, Harry Norton, who's a retired engineer from Basildon in Essex, and the other is a challenger, Ian Verroken, a management consultant from South Woodford in London. As I say, you get £200 if you are the first one to reach 21 points. Now, each question in this round starts off being worth 5 points, but as it proceeds, it rapidly diminishes in value. So the sooner you can buzz in, the better. Only one of you can buzz in at any one time, however, and that's the catch. Now, Harry, you were first in, so you get first choice. To play or pass, it's food and drink.
I'll play, please.
You're going to play. So control begins with you. So for the first part of the question, only you can buzz in. If you fail to buzz in that time, or if you do and you get the answer wrong, control moves over to Ian. Ian, if you fail to buzz in or you do and you get the answer wrong, goes back to Harry. And so on, backwards and forwards. So good luck to you both. It's food and drink. Control is with Harry, and the time starts now. I am a food that may be served either hot or cold and may be sweet or savoury. Taking my name from a French term for foam, my savoury type can be made from meat, fish or cheese. My sweet sort includes chocolate and lemon flavours. Harry?
Mousse.
Mousse. Yes, you make us wait for it, but you were right. OK, Ian, it's birds.
Pass, please.
You're going to pass. You're passing control over to Harry, and the time starts now. I'm a member of the falcon family and Britain's most common raptor. Found in Europe, Asia and Africa. I migrate south in winter. Ian?
Hawk.
No, that's incorrect. So control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. Approximately 1 foot in length, I am generally chestnut brown in colour. I feed on small mammals, insects and frogs. Harry?
Kestrel.
The kestrel is correct, yes. It's sometimes known as the windhover. Right, Ian, you can choose play or pass on countries.
Play, please.
You're going to play, so control begins with you, and the time starts now. I am a country that was once part of the Soviet communist bloc. My population of 9 million lives... Ian?
Belarus.
No, that's incorrect. So control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. 9 million lives mostly around my capital in the west and in Plovdiv in the southeast. I am a... Harry?
Ukraine.
No, that's incorrect. Control moves over to Ian. The time continues now. I'm a mountainous country and have recently attracted Western European visitors for my low-price ski resorts and beach holidays. Ruled by the Turks for nearly 500 years, my capital is... Ian?
Crimea.
No, that's incorrect. Control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. Sofia. Beginning with... Oh, dear, time's up. Beginning with B. I am Bulgaria. So, Ian, you can choose play or pass actors and actresses.
Pass, please.
You're passing control over to Harry, and the time starts now. I'm a British actress who has appeared in films, theatre and television. Born in 1959, I was once married to Kenneth Branagh and appeared in some of his films, including Henry V and Much Ado About Nothing. Ian?
Emma Thompson.
You're correct. Yes, it was Emma Thompson. So that takes you to 4 against Harry's 6, so you can still choose to play or pass Ian on pop music.
Pass, please.
You're passing control to Harry, and the time starts now. I am one of the UK's most successful boy bands. Formed in the mid-90s, my trio consists of Jimmy Constable and Simon Dorban, who were dancers on The Hit Man and Her, and Lee Brennan. Having built a loyal fan base, Harry?
5.
That's incorrect. Control moves over to Ian. The time continues now. In North England, my initial single sold reasonably well. However, Body Shakin' and The Journey established us among the top performers. Harry?
NSYNC.
No, that's incorrect. Control moves over to Ian. The time continues now. My name consists of 3 digits. Time is up. I am 911. Oh, I didn't know you knew that much about pop, Harry. Very good. So you didn't know that one. Right, Ian, still on 4. Play or pass on ancient history.
Pass, please.
You're going to pass. You pass control over to Harry, and the time starts now. I was born in 85 BC and died in 42 BC. Originally called Marcus Junius after my father's death in 77 BC. Ian?
Mark Antony.
That's incorrect. Control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. I was adopted by my uncle. Harry?
Julius Caesar.
That's incorrect. Control moves back to Ian. The time continues now. And acquired the names Quintus Scipio. I fought with Pompey in the Civil War against Julius Caesar, but was pardoned. Harry?
Crassus.
No, that's incorrect. Control moves over to Ian. The time continues now. By Caesar after Pompey's death. A leader of the plot to kill Caesar. My name? Ian?
Brutus.
Yes, you're right. Brutus. Well done. So it's 6-all now. Harry, you were first in, so you can choose to play or pass on inventors and inventions.
Play, please.
You're going to play. Control begins with you, and the time starts now. I am an invention introduced in the 1920s by American hotel companies as a means of keeping their customers loyal to their particular chain. Ralph Schneider made me more widely available in 1950. Harry.
Check card.
That's incorrect. Control moves over to Ian. The time continues now. Used as an alternative to cash or cheque in paying for a transaction. Ian.
Traveller's cheque.
That's incorrect. Control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. More recently, I've become, Harry?
Credit card.
Credit card is right, yes. Takes you to 8. So, Ian, on 6, you can choose play or pass cartoon characters.
I'll play.
You're going to play. Control begins with you, and the time starts now. I am a loud-mouthed animal who first appeared in the Warner release Walkie Talkie Hawkie. Based on a radio show character called Senator Claghorn, I am a good old southern rooster, noted for my... Harry?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes, you pulled that out of somewhere. Well done. Takes you to 12. Ian on 6. Play or pass on famous men.
I'll pass.
You're
please.
passing control to Harry, and the time starts now. I began my career with a number of menial jobs. Fiercely ambitious, I got my first break when Adnan Khashoggi employed me in his import business in Saudi Arabia. Back in my native Egypt, I launched my own shipping business. Ian?
Mohammed Al-Fayed.
That's correct, yes, well done. You go to 10 against Harry's 12, so Ian, you can still choose to play or pass on literature.
Pass, please.
You're passing control to Harry, and the time starts now. I was born in India in 1865. I spent much of my childhood in England before returning to the land of my birth in 1887 as a journalist. Here I wrote, Ian?
Kipling.
That's correct, Rudyard Kipling. Well done. You go to 14. Harry on 12. You can choose play or pass on sport.
Play, please.
You're going to play. Control begins with you, and the time starts now. I was born in California in 1975, the son of a U.S. Army lieutenant colonel. Taking up my chosen sport at an early age, I first appeared on TV at the age of 2, putting with Bob Hope. Ian.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is right, yes. So you've gone to 18. So, Harry, on 12, play or pass, please. British towns and cities.
Play, please.
You're going to play. Control begins with you, and the time starts now. I am one of the new towns that were developed in the 1960s to take in London's overspill. Lying northwest of the capital, I was built around a village of the same name and followed a grid design. Ian?
Welwyn Garden City.
That's incorrect. Control moves over to Harry. The time continues now. Once part of Buckinghamshire, Harry?
Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes is correct. Yes, you go to 16 against Ian's 18. So, Harry, you can choose play or pass on television.
Play, please.
You're going to play, okay? So control begins with you, and the time starts now. I am a popular program that discusses and demonstrates the way our lives are being changed by science and modern technology. First introduced by Raymond Baxter in 1965. Ian?
Tomorrow's World.
That's correct, and you are today's one to win. Oh, Harry, you were putting up a brave fight at the end there. But there it is. You've had a good run.
Yes.
£800. That's not bad to take home with you. And you also have a good runners-up consolation prize. It's the Microsoft Encarta Reference Suite 2000, complete with Encyclopedia, World Atlas, and Encarta World English Dictionary. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, Ian, you're our new champion. You've got £200. Would you like to return on the next programme to defend your title?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Good. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you then. And we hope to see you as well on the next edition of One to Win. From me, Robin Houston. Goodbye.